Welcome, Gemini, to your love reading for July 2022. So I'm using the Tarot of Mystical Moments. Could have been made for you guys with the twins there. Beautiful deck. Let's see what is coming up for you in July for love. So what's coming up for Gemini, please, for this July in love? So I'm going to do a Celtic cross and see what possible scenarios there are and how to navigate it. Okay, so Gemini, please. Okay, I think we're done. Seven of Wands. Woohoo, with the 7 major arcana, the Chariot card. 2 sevens to start with, okay, and they've got the 6 of Cups. King of Pentacles, and in this deck they have female kings as well as males, so they have 2 kings for each suit. The 5 of Swords. Page of Cups. Nice. 8 of Swords. Temperance card. Let's make sure we can see it all. Okay, what's the next one? The Death card. And beautiful last card, the Sun card. Underneath the deck, the 6 of Pentacles. And the 4 of Pentacles is on top of the deck. Okay, so let's have a look. Right, so what I'm seeing straight away, this is the big picture. The big picture is a change, it's a transformation. That's the Death card. So it's like a breath of fresh air, really. That's what I'm seeing with this. You know, it's like throwing open the doors and windows of something that's been quite stuffy and getting a breath of fresh air in. Let's have a look. You know, for some of you, this does literally mean an end. You know, an end to something that has been stuffy and perhaps suffocating. You know, a relationship, a dating scenario that has just been suffocating. And, you know, you can see growth elsewhere. You've grown from it. That's the main thing to take away from it. But yeah, it's going to end. So that is a simple scenario for some of you. You know, and that is this. The thing with this is it's by choice. You know, it's by your choice. The question here, you've got the 8 of Swords, and sometimes this can be an energy of, you know, having freedom. This person has freedom, but for some reason doesn't want to take it. And I mean, that can often be the case in relationships. So the question is, you know, this is the freedom to expand, to get in deeper in with your person, or to remove yourself. So it could go either way here. I'm feeling that this is about, where you got the chance to go further. And with the 7 of Wands and the Chariot, that certainly is an option for you. It's saying that it could be a bit of a challenge. This is not, you know, this is not easy street by any means, but it says that you can do it. You can certainly do it. So either way, with how that works for you, that is saying, yeah, it's achievable. And what is holding you back is your mental processes. So let's have a further look. For some of you, this is going to be a reconnection. You know, a reconnection with someone, because I see the 6 of Cups as sometimes being, you know, going backwards or looking back, and sometimes it can be just wanting to be back where you were, in the beginning of your relationship, for example. Or I'm getting for some people, the demographic probably for this video is probably not this age, but I don't know. I'm getting an older person, and by older I'm talking 50s and even more, who is really wanting to go back to having that romantic situation that they had earlier. It could even be in the 40s. So I'm seeing that, I don't know, perhaps just for one or two people. And for those people who are in that situation, who may have been out of the dating field for a while and thinking, not sure what I have to offer, it's very important to recognize your value. The King of Pentacles, and in this case, there's male and female kings on this deck. She recognizes her value. She knows that she's of high value. So whichever scenario you're in July, coupled, single, casually dating, whatever, important to recognize your value. I see that as one of the key points of this reading. So, what else have we got? So, this Five of Swords on this deck, there's a couple of possible scenarios with this. It does indicate, you're being ignored, or you feel like you're being ignored. And I'm getting that it's not necessarily a deliberate thing. Sometimes the other person is really wounded and is looking after their wounds. I'm seeing this gauze here on this character who's turned away, and gauze to me represents a wound, but it does represent healing as well. So, but this could also be the shadow of yourself. You might require some healing, particularly if you've been out of the dating game, out of the relationship game for a while. Allow yourself to heal. That doesn't mean that you can't date. I mean, I don't believe that, you got to do all your healing and then find someone. I don't agree with that. I reckon that life goes on, and, by all means, if you feel like dating, seeing someone, having a relationship, and you're healing and you're still healing, well, so what? You don't heal by staying at home on your own doing nothing, necessarily. Some people would choose to do that, but, there's no reason why you can't have a relationship while you're healing. So bear that in mind is what I'm getting from that card. Okay. There's going to be an opportunity. I think most of the signs I've done love readings for July have had an opportunity. And this one says that it's a really joyful change for you, because you've got this happening here. You've got this Death card here, and you've got the Sun card. The Sun card, is the card of, it's the card of vitality. It's the card of you being the center of attention, you being the focus. Okay, so I see that there's a chance in July of you being the center of someone's focus. And this is also something that you can look for. Get away from this energy, as in not to dwell in this energy, and look for this kind of energy, being the center of someone's focus. And if you don't have that scenario, then what this is saying is this is an opportunity. Sorry, got a low flying helicopter. I get quite a few of them now. If you don't have that, then this is an opportunity for you to view yourself in that way. Okay, this is the specialness. This is the value that I talked about in this one. It doesn't matter if you're older or you're younger. The value and viewing the specialness of yourself. I'm not even sure if that's a word, but anyway, is what I'm seeing is really important, and an opportunity for that, and something to remember. It's always something to remember, but this is being shown to me here, really for you. I'm going to have a look at this card here. So this card does talk about healing. It talks about, it's also saying to me, there's a need for grounding, okay? And I'm seeing that here. So so here she's actually literally lying on the ground. You know, it's a very kind of green, earthy sort of look, coupled with the balloons. And I mean, you are an air sign, so it's not denying your element. You know, it's mixing that beautiful element of air with the earth. And this is saying to me that there might be a need for you to ground more. And, you know, if you can ground in nature, fantastic. I often get with air signs writing, you know, some sort of creative communication can be actually quite grounding for air signs. So I don't normally get that with the Temperance card or this card, but I certainly have got that. You know, maybe, I don't know, writing outside of nature or reading outside of nature, I don't know. But it does seem to be giving the message of something that occupies your mind while you're doing the grounding. So yeah, something that engages you really will help you to ground more. And yeah, I see that as beneficial, you know, whether you've got romance or you haven't. So I'm going to have a look at, so we've got, just trying to see how many sixes. We've got 2 sixes, it's interesting. And 2 sevens. So we've got a 5 there, a 4 there, 8, 5. Okay, so we've got 2 5s as well. No, we haven't. 5 there, yeah. 5 talks about change. 5, what I'm seeing with this is to, I know it's hard for air signs, particularly Gemini, to get out of your head. But this is definitely saying this to me. Get out of your head in whatever way works for you, really. This 4 of Pentacles was the card on top of the deck. And this actually, I'm seeing this as really beneficial for you. This, in this deck, she is kind of, it looks a little bit like a prison because we've got locks here. It might even be that you need to spend some time on your own. I'm not talking necessarily about healing here. I'm talking about for grounding. Maybe you're the type of person who does need that, you know, that half an hour, that hour or whatever, away from people, even inside the house, you know, silence. I don't know, but there's something there, and it'll be different for each person who's watching this as to, you know, what really helps them to be grounded. I mean, it could even be, you know, the 6 of Pentacles here, they're having a cup of tea, you know, a friendly chat, stopping and having a chat. And it's sort of like away from work, away from the situation, away from the romance, the dating, you know, it could be with just a friend is what I'm getting. To get that balance back. So to get that balance back, so if you are in a relationship, to be able to see things clearly. And if you're dating or you want to meet someone, to get that grounding so that you have a fresh approach, a fresh feeling, a fresh kind of getting back to the way you were or feeling the way you were. With the 6 of Cups, because she is reminiscing. Not that you want to go back exactly to, you know, necessarily the way, you don't want to, you know, each experience, each romance, love relationship is different, but there is that sometimes that yearning for that feeling, And I guess it's important to recognize that each one is different. So you're going to feel differently in each one. So it's to view it with younger eyes, I guess, to view your situation with younger eyes and a fresh view of things. And I feel that is possible. With bearing in mind your value, this could be the fresh view that you're having, is recognizing your value more, either from this previous experience, this experience that you are possibly having some healing from. You are recognizing your value, also recognizing where you were not valued in the past in a relationship, but possibly by the other person and possibly by yourself. But that can change, and that will change if you let it. I see this going beautifully with this. Both these cards talk about value. They talk about the creative expression of that. And this Sun card beautifully has got, I think it's a swallow. So that's a bird. So that represents, that the element of air is represented by a bird, and you are an air element. So there's a combination there that fits beautifully. So Gemini, hopefully you've liked this reading. And yeah, have a great July. Bye for now.